So when I first came to Western Michigan Christian from Fruitport, I think the thing that probably popped in my mind, like it does for most coaches, would be the opportunity for championships. There's no doubt in my mind that that probably is something that's both a legacy of WMC as well as the privilege of coaching at WMC. What I didn't understand, however, was what really became important to me were the names of each player that I was able to coach. Individuals make up championships. Because of that, I now have a whole different perspective. After deciding to step away from WMC, I think the thing that probably caught my heart the most was the names of every individual that I've been able to coach in these last years of my career. The interesting thing is the trophies that you just saw show the names from winning teams. They don't show the names from teams that ended their season in a loss and disappointment. I think right now, obviously I was supposed to be with you all personally. We were supposed to do this as a get together. So there's a lot of disappointment for some of our athletes. This is certainly not how I wanted to spend my last season with the girls. It's probably not the way the girls wanted to spend their last season, those seniors. But the interesting thing is sports teaches us so much about disappointment. Disappointment just is part of sport, and now we've learned that. And I think probably the thing that's been really great about WMC and my ability and privilege to coach there is helping young people deal with disappointment. I remember losing to, I remember the first year was disappointing. I was the first one to bring WMC their first losing season. I think I'm the only coach to give them their only losing season. So that was a disappointment. I remember losing to Muskegon Catholic, one of our nemesis at the time, when a goal was called back that was scored by Ben Mast. And it was certainly, from our perspective, a bad call, and it would have tied the game and sent us into overtime and given us a chance. And that was disappointing. I remember losing to Hackett in a shootout at East Kentwood in the semifinals. We thought we had a really great team that could go all the way. That was disappointing. I remember in Evan Bruinsman's day, after my heart attack in 2009, going to the regional game at Holland, at Hope College, and losing to Nate Sharp and Freedom Baptist was very disappointing. I remember vividly losing to Buckley. I don't even want to talk about that. So this sport has given me so much excitement and so much disappointment. But I tell you, the thing that I'm happy about the most is being able to look at those names on trophies and the names of teams that we didn't fare well at the end. All of them told us something about how God is using a simple sport of soccer to shape us and to mold us and to bring us into his glory the way that he wants. Our theme has always been, we're not here to win championships. We're here to teach athletes how to live championship lives, how to train as champions. Every once in a while we get trophies, but most of the time that doesn't happen. And so what a privilege it has been. I was not a WMC grad. Y'all kind of took me in as a wayward child, and I became a member of the family. And it really is. WMC is a family, and we use those phrases so tritely, but I feel it every time I get a chance to work with any of your athletes and parents and the school administrators. It has been a great run. I think the program is set really where it needs to be, but WMC is a special place. I've been able to coach at a number of different schools, and this by far has been a place where I just feel home. The parents are supportive. Yes, we've had struggles, especially when things don't go as right as we want with certain athletes or certain playing time or things of those natures. But in reality, I can look back over these last years of coaching at WMC with fondness and warmness in my heart. I just pray that we can keep WMC where it needs to be. Your support for WMC in regard to its academics, its extracurricular activities from the arts to athletics is so important. And if I can help in any way with that, that's what I want to do. Even though I'm stepping aside at the end of this school year, I will continue to wear WMC in my heart. It will continue to be in my prayers. And I look forward to seeing more athletes come to know Christ through sport, come to know championships through sport, and to know what championship living is through sport, and to the praise and glory of Christ. Thank you very much.